and were sending a lot of stuff outside the lines. When they stopped doing that, Sholo did not have an awful lot that they could work with. When you're playing against a team again here with the Snowflake Lobos, it's like, I'm going to get some heat for this, I'm sure, but Sholo plus. They got a lot of playmakers and really going to make you hurt if you're giving them freebies. So how does Thatcher minimize that? Or having played Snowflake, does that kind of play into it, perhaps providing them with a greater sense of ease?
So I think Thatcher knows Snowflake well enough, but I think if Thatcher will start blocking some of the sets of Snowflakes, just like they did against Sholo started tipping a lot of roll shots, which kept Thatcher in system, and if Snowflake starts doing that, Thatcher's got a really good chance to move on.
What leads to a team opting to tip?
I think being tentative.
Okay.
They get blocked 2 times, so they're going, well, I don't want to get blocked a 3rd time, so they just roll it over, and hopefully it works. And against good teams, neither works. So you got to figure out a way to get that ball in court and decently hard.
By the way, all these are Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week. Call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. As the Lobos once again ran through the 3A East undefeated. Hadn't suffered a loss there since 2016. And it mentioned during the broadcast that it may have, and it didn't sound like this was something that the coaches were concerned about, overlooking Seton, but you watch your region rival go down in an upset, you probably have everybody's attention after that. And they came out and very efficiently set Seton aside. Thatcher looks like it still hasn't lost any of the momentum that it gained by beating up on Sholo. So the first few points here are probably going to be a pretty big deal, though. Of course, the Eagles suffered a 4-0 setback at the start of the first set and were able to bounce back. So what do I know?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. I think whoever makes the least amount of mistakes, and Thatcher looks confident and they look ready to play. So this is going to be exciting.
I think if you surveyed the state of Arizona, they would suggest that both of these communities never lack for confidence.
Well, that is probably an accurate statement there.
We love you both, Snowflake and Thatcher, here in the quarterfinals, as Northwest Christian swept ALA West Foothills and is awaiting one of these two schools in the semis. We don't know what's going on. That other gym might as well be on the other side of town. Do you have any idea what's been happening in Gym A?
I don't. But I hear the Gym A is pretty magnificent, bigger, and it's pretty cool because this one's pretty sweet too. So,
good save. We're happy to be at Millennium High School. Gracious hosts indeed, but Gym A is quite a bit nicer. Mel West knows all about that. Okay, it's going to be sending it over here to start things off. Shaylee Hughes was huge in that win against Sholo, especially on the defensive end, is coming right after Lyman and off to the outside for a big swing and strike there from Kupfer.
Yeah, that's one of those that Thatcher really needs to get some of those blocks, and maybe a contact there, even though out of bounds, will give him some confidence there.
1-0 Snowflake with the edge. Back to serve now Haley Jones. That one received hard. Now West with a free ball as he was able to pound that down in front of Lunt.
Well, so far very similar starts to the Sholo game and the Snowflake game for Thatcher so far. Hopefully they're able to clean it up a little bit.
Jones now leading 2-0. That one again served toward the net, and another free ball for West. Or was that Kupfer who got that one?
That was West again. But it's interesting because number 11 for Thatcher, she passed really well in those last 3 games against Sholo, and she's made a couple errors here.
All of the Eagles at times seemed as if they had a little bit of a tough time dampening some of that, as that block is going to go out of bounds, but wait a minute. No, it does go out of bounds. I thought that the officials might have indicated that it caromed off of one of the Eagles. So Thatcher's on the board, and here comes the sophomore Lunt, Jocelyn. This one had by Kupfer. Going outside with Denhalter, but it's too strong. 3-2. 2 quick answers here for Thatcher.
Yeah, so one thing that one person that kind of struggled in that Seton game was Denhalter, and I hope she can able to get going here because she's a really good volleyball player.
Lunt second serve. Oh, might have been going long. Peterson made an effort on it though, and now it's tied up at 3.
There you go. You see some errors from both sides, and it scores evened up.
3-3. Surprise here that Thatcher is playing Snowflake and not Sholo, but have it evened up here in the first set. As this one now misplayed by Lyman.
Okay. And there was some of that misplaying in the first game, and Seton didn't really hurt him with it, but Thatcher's hurting him with it right now.
So we talked about how Thatcher had lost at home to Florence, and got quite a few dudes here watching the Eagles play the volleyball. Is here West with the tip, can't get that one in. Go back to the outside, nice dive there from Lyman, and now a great block. Another one coming up here from West, but deflected, controlled by Lunt. Now Lunt is going to dump this one in front of a diving Lyman.
Yeah, a lot of scramble plays there, and Thatcher was able to get that point on that.
We got to finish this thought though. The Snowflake crowd is large but composed.
Yeah.
Thatcher's fans are going nuts.
Yep.
I'm just going to blame that on the absence of football players.
Yeah, maybe.
Coming to the right side now with Kupfer, and she's got that one. Nice top spin coming down in front of Lund.
Well, she jumped so high that she's able to get that top spin and just put that down wherever she's out on the court.
Rumors going around that she can do some rim shaking.
I'm sure she can. She's a 5'6" high jumper, something like that. So
here comes Lunt. Little finesse play over the net. Snowflake's there. Just got to send it over. Now coming back over to the right side, actually, and a big swing. Nice connection there from Maddie Gallick.
Yeah, great pass, great set and system, and really great hit there.
6-4. Thatcher was down 3-0, but has gone on a little 6-2 burst since, and now back to serve Tyler Bryce, another one of those Eagles who made a huge impact on the defensive side. And that was in the first round game against Sholo. Here comes a setup for West, and she's got a big swing. Especially with these big hitters from Snowflake. You talk about it being in system. As soon as they establish a beat, it's hard for anybody to do anything with it.
Yeah, we got 3 Snowflake fans over here, younger, that took off their shorts, rolling the shirt around. So
they need to do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Something is amiss with the ball.
I tried to read his lips, but it looked like he said the ball was wet. But so I think
we're
just going to put another one in play.
Uh-oh, now we're losing lights. Tell you what, this isn't happening in Gym A.
Yeah.
Here comes West to serve. That brings Stradling out into the middle position, and she's not able to get it over the net. I'm surprised the officials haven't noticed that a bank of lights has gone out. That seems as if it doesn't necessarily provide either side with an advantage. It just potentially minimizes some of the vision, I guess. But yeah, since it's fair for both sides, they're playing on. Peterson able to take the serve. Now going to get set up on the outside. Nice diving effort there to save the point for Thatcher. Great defense from Stradling. Set it up now, coming to the right side, Denhalter. Another great play from the Eagles to send this one back over the net. That was Mackenzie Lund. Here's Denhalter putting it up too strong.
Yeah, all the scramble plays, Thatcher is winning right now. All those points, they're getting on top there.
8-5. Thatcher serving with the lead. That was Allie Johnson. Again, trying to set it up for Denhalter. And they're able to again pick it off the deck. Snowflake coming at Stradling, but it's too strong.
Man, Thatcher defenders are flying all over the court. They're picking up everything right now. Snowflake's got to find a way to get some points hitting the ground there.
9-5. This comes after a 3-0 start from Snowflake, and that'll help. As that serve goes too long, makes it 9-6. Schneider and Claire coming in. Vacating Haley Jones and Denhalter.
So that's just a killer. Thatcher was on a great run there and then serves it out. You just got to keep that one in play and keep the pressure on Snowflake, giving them a free point.
Schneider had a big serve in the opening round win against Seton. Tried to set this one up for Lunt, but she's got to settle for just dumping it over. Now Schneider coming back to the outside. Peterson with the big swing.
Great set. Once again, Thatcher got out of system there, and Snowflake was able to capitalize.
You also get an appreciation for everything that Thatcher had to worry about at the net. There were 3 viable options coming at him. As there's Schneider's serve. Gathered up, coming out of the outside with Welker, but nope, the block goes out of bounds.
Yeah, got a touch on there, but just used her as a tool and was able to get a point for Thatcher.
Welker feels like she gets lost a little bit with the Lunts.
Yes.
It's here coming right at you with Stradling, but there's the defense. Now Lunt sends this one toward the back line. Nice recovery there from Lyman. Opportunity for Peterson, the lefty, contacted at the net. Back come the Eagles. Lunt, nice stop there by the Lobos as Peterson sends this one back over. Oh wait, nope, she was outside the antenna.
Yeah, outside the antenna there, and the scramble point once again, won by Thatcher.
Great job on the back line there from Amory Lewis though. She stole one, but still got the point there with the Eagles. 11-7 they lead as they serve. Claire punches it over. Here comes a clean set and a tip, but blocked at the net. Stradling there with the stop. Now Peterson tips it over. Nice recovery from Lunt. Come back over again with Welker, but she's met at the net. Now Claire. Another one of those scramble drills that's going to be successfully covered by the Eagles. A couple of tips, nothing doing. Set it up now outside Peterson. Another great diving play from a Thatcher defender.
Yeah, they're getting their hands on everything.
Peterson with a third opportunity at this point. Still can't get it down. Come to the right side and Claire. Nice block, but she's able to get it out of the net. Peterson on the opposite side. Still pulling it off the deck are the Eagles. Here's Lunt. Schneider there with the stop. Set it up again for Peterson. This is her 5th effort. And another great stop from Thatcher. Lunt's able to score it.
And that was a big rally back and forth, and Thatcher once again is able to win that point. So Snowflake's going to have to figure it out.
I'll tell you what, when Thatcher's game ended against Sholo, it was kind of one of those things, is like you could sense that they wish they could just go right into this quarterfinal matchup, had to wait for a couple hours, but somehow kept the energy up so high. Because there's an unforced error, but they just flipped the switch.
They did, and they haven't let down. And man, there was at one point there where 2 girls crossed each other, dying, laying out for the ball, and just great effort by Thatcher right now.
Thatcher's got the 4-point lead. Snowflake sends Peterson back to serve. Bryce there with the reception to Jocelyn Lunt. Nice swing. Nearly well defended, but that thing was coming down with so much velocity. Checking out Kai Nelson, checking in Tessa Bryce for the Eagles, who now have a 13-8 lead. Are halfway to having now winning their 4th straight set after dropping the first against Sholo. Uh-oh, that's coming a little bit too close to the net. Thatcher can't take advantage, but a double touch.
Yeah, timeout here by Coach LeDuc for Snowflake. Well needed. Thatcher's just kind of running away with this first set.
14-8, the Eagles have the advantage. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
14-8, Thatcher has the edge. as the Eagles have been just cresting ever since they were able to come back and take the second set against Sholo. It's like a tsunami, just continues to keep surging and surging. And right now, the Lobos are getting caught.
Yep, they got to wake up quick and match energy, or this is going to be a quick game.
14-8 and serving with Tessa Bryce. That's nearly contacting the hoop. Lobos are able to get it over, but now here come the Eagles. They're red hot. Outside now. Ooh-wee, that was a nice find down that far line from Kupfer. These officials have been, I don't want to say nitpicky, but they've really been watching the way these balls are being handled, and I thought they might have got her for cupping it.
Yeah, and he said her fingers were back, so it was mostly her palm, so that was a good call by the official.
14-9 now. Oof. All right, here's an opportunity for the Lobos. Schneider goes outside, but they're a huge block, especially Maddie Gallert there. Lily Welker also in the neighborhood as she's going to come out and be replaced by Shaylee Hughes. Just as soon as it looks like the Lobos had an opportunity after the serve wasn't received, there's Thatcher making another play at the net.
Yep.
15-9. Hughes newly entered and serving. Come to the right side, and Claire, at times she was able to get that past the blocker.
Yeah, great set there by Taya Schneider and great hit there by Josie.
Claire checks out, as does Schneider. Back in, Haley Jones, as well as Denhalter. Lobos trail 5. Thatcher waiting for the serve here from Jones. Go to the right side, and there's Jocelyn Lunt. She's had a huge first set.
Yeah, she has, and I was just going to say, this is where the Lobos need to make a little run with Haley Jones, one of their better servers, but Thatcher cut that down right away.
I don't know how many kills Lunt has here in the first set, but I think it's at least 3. She's also made some big stops defensively. As that serve going to be handled by Kupfer, gets set up, and then it's blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, nice hard swing there by Bryn Kupfer, and just got the deflection out of bounds, so nice point there. But if Snowflake wants to make a run, it's got to be now. You can't wait till they got 22, 23 points. So we'll see if they can do something to get back into this.
Emery Lewis now replacing Kupfer. Back and serving, trailing 5. That one received on the back line. Lunt tips this one over, deflected momentarily, set it up right side for Denhalter, but they're underneath it. Hughes go to the right side, is kept alive there by Lewis, attacking from the back line, but nothing doing. Go back to the right side, that's tipped, diving effort from Lyman saves it. Snowflake just sends it over. Hughes sets it up outside, nothing doing for Gallert. Outside now, Peterson drops it in at the back line.
And that was the first time you saw any miscommunication in the back row for Thatcher, and a ball dropped and gives Snowflake another point. But in comes the libero, who's really good for Thatcher.
That's Tyler Bryce. As back serving again, Lewis now trailing just 4. Bryce able to get underneath that one. Right side, Gallert. Here comes Denhalter, and the answer, though, going to have that sent back up by Lunt. Now Lunt has that one blocked out of bounds.
Well, that was a really nice attack there because the set wasn't perfect. It was a little inside, and she still went off 1 foot and was able to put enough ump on that to get some deflection there.
I meant to ask this between games. Mackenzie Lunt and Jocelyn Lunt, sisters, do you know?
I don't know.
Here comes Peterson trailing 5, and again she's able to get that one in the middle.
Yeah, Peterson, you don't normally see a left-hander playing outside, but she's very good these last 2 games against Seton and so far against Thatcher.
Stradling out as West is serving. 17-13, the Lobos have trailed pretty much throughout this first set. Hughes coming outside with Nelson. The Lobos are there defensively. Now Stradling able to tip that one over. A nice dive from Bryce. Going outside Peterson, and a nice recovery there from Bryce.
Oh, that would have been out.
Stradling blocked at the net. That was Kai Nelson there on the rejection. And you're right, that looked like it was definitely going out.
Yeah, Ranell West is standing over there on the sideline, and it's about neck high, so you know it would have been out, but instincts, it's right in front of her. She just takes it, and Thatcher is able to come away with the point.
18-13, the Eagles getting close. First set action here in the quarterfinals. Set this one up for Peterson after she received the serve. Loops that one in, but Thatcher's there defensively. Coming back outside, that's blocked out of bounds. Denhalter and Stradling were there, but just a little bit late.
Yeah, they're not getting any blocks right now, which is a little rare. Snowflake's really good at blocking, but Thatcher is definitely putting the pressure on right now.
Timeout Snowflake, first set trailing 19-13. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
19-13. This is a tough conversation in large part because so often when something like this is happening, you look at the higher seed and they're like, well, they got to just iron out blank. But right now, it just seems as if Thatcher's a little bit quicker getting to all these loose balls.
Yeah, everything in playoff time, seeds can go out the window anyways, right? We saw that with Thatcher Florence football. Not to bring up bad news, but
look what you did. Schneider and Claire off the bench, Denhalter and Jones going to step away as Schneider's going to be serving. She had a couple of moments in the opening round against Seton where she was able to get hot. Sends this one up where Lunt is able to receive, tip that one over. Nice dive from Lyman. Now Peterson. So Eagles again get that out of the net. Now the Lobos just got to send it over.
yeah, just great scramble again.
Oh, there's the block. And it was Claire and Stradling combining.
Yeah, they got a block there, and that's what Snowflake's got to do. They got to turn some defensive transition into points.
I think that was all Claire, looking at the replay. 19-15. Schneider on the approach, again coming at Lunt. Set this one up here outside Welker, but she's able to get that one through.
Man, got a great tip on the ball, but no one was there to cover any tips or anything, and it dropped. So, point Thatcher.
20-15, Eagles leading and serving. Lunt has this one now coming to right side, and Peterson. Nice block, but there the Lobos recover. Bryce underneath, able to set this one up, and a nice jump inside. That's Jocelyn Lunt. She's just a sophomore as well.
Yeah, she's playing great. This has been her set, and she has Snowflake on their heels. They don't know whether she's hitting hard or tipping.
21-15 matches Thatcher's largest advantage. Claire outside, tips that one over. Diving effort saves it. Try to get this one to the back line. Recovery there from the Lobos as Peterson hits that one too hard. The Lobos are insisting that it was tipped, and the officials agree.
Yeah, 100% it was tipped. The line judges didn't see, but the up ref did, and nice call there. You did see the deflection. It went higher there, but once again, Thatcher is getting their hands on everything.
21-16, Peterson serves for the Lobos. They're trailing 5. Uh-oh, there's one of those rare mishandled serves from Thatcher. Can the Lobos take advantage? Come to the right side, and Claire, and they do so.
Yeah, another good swing. Great set by Taya, and just put it down off the block. So great job. And this has got to be the run, or it's going to be over.
Have trimmed the deficit to 4. Peterson. That one's received by Lunt. And there's another recovery, Kai Nelson.
So I was just going to say that was the second straight serve that Lunt misplayed, but man, they handled that one well and was able to still put that away.
Allie Johnson, she's another one of those kind of not necessarily unheralded, but you got these lunts and the middles that were playing so well against Sholo. It's easy to lose track of Bryce Johnson in particular, that we're doing so much to set up these big opportunities, and now the Lobos send another one into the net. 23-17, now on the precipice of losing this first set.
Yeah, I think Bryn Kupfer is trying to do too much. She's getting up and trying to place the ball instead of just hitting it.
23-17. Lyman on the reception. Come to the right side, Claire. Able to get underneath that one with Johnson. Uh-oh. And there's a little errant set. Snowflake still down 5, though. West off the bench. She's coming back to occupy the middle as Lyman serves. Attacking with Lund in the middle. Snowflake's there. Here comes Kupfer. Again, able to get these balls up. Schneider back outside. Kupfer taps that one in front of the diving player. That was Lund who couldn't get it. No, that was Johnson.
Yeah, right in front of Johnson. Sounds like the Thatcher coach is going to take the timeout here with a 2-point run by Snowflake just to ease her girls and say, let's finish this out.
23-19, the Lobos trail here in the first set. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
Thatcher uses this timeout. It's 2 points separating it from winning this first set. It'd be the fourth straight set taken going back to the first round. What's the conversation you anticipate that is going on in that huddle?
In Thatcher's?
Yeah.
They're just saying, calm down, let's do exactly what we've been doing the last 4 games, ideally, and they're going to come away with this win in this game 1.
Here comes an opportunity. Oh, Lobos misplayed that one. It looked like it was just a token effort from Mackenzie Lund. Kupfer, you said that she looked like she was trying to do an awful lot when she was trying to attack, but looked like she might have been caught up trying to do a little too much there with that reception.
Yeah, she was standing up. She wasn't sure how to receive that one, and it bit her.
Here's the set point. The Thatcher faithful have all risen to their feet. Schneider goes to Kupfer and can't get that one in the antenna. Oh boy. Thatcher takes the first, 25-19, and we got a ball game.
Yeah, we do. Thatcher is on a roll. It's just, are they celebrating because they finally got a win, or is this going to keep going? Snowflake's going to have to figure out what can work and what's not working.
25-19, Thatcher takes the first set. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. Plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
We have our Name Your Price event going on through the end of the year on used cars. No reasonable offer will be refused. So over here we have a 2024 Z71 Custom Trail Boss. It's got 17,000 miles on it, and we have it priced just under $47,000. This 2025 Subaru Ascent Touring trim level priced just under $45,000. And get this, under 7,000 miles. So come on down to Horn Auto Center for the Name Your Price year-end sales event.
Second set after the first goes to Thatcher. As we were talking between the sets, it looks as if at a tournament, which I believe was hosted by Westwood, Thatcher won one match against Snowflake 2-0. Otherwise, they played in the Be Like Nat tournament. And Snowflake won that one 2-0 and then swept them in a regular season game as they're having a little bit of a hard time on the reception. Sets up West, but she sends it too strongly. But here's what's interesting, Coach West. Since being swept by, hold on here, I want to make sure I get this right. Valley Christian, the Lobos have only dropped one set in something besides a tournament game. And that was second to Safford, which they eventually won 3-1. So Snowflake really is put into some uncharted territory as here comes Kupfer and able to push that one toward the back line and get it past the diving Jocelyn Lunt. I think that's the sort of response they're looking for.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out a response. You know, they haven't been in this situation where they've lost a set, but they just seem out of character right now. They're not sure where to go or who's hitting or who's passing. They just need to communicate and play their game.
Tied up at 1. Here's Amory Lewis. Oh. It was also interesting watching the Eagles after that set's win. They were fired up. It seems like that's a level of energy that's tough to maintain, but here they come out in the second, and they're still right up there, riding high. Peterson from the outside, blocked at the net. They're waiting, Nelson and Gallant.
Yeah, just too many errors by Snowflake. That one was even low. I don't even think it crossed the net, went over the net. Snowflake's just got to make less errors, and Thatcher's just taking advantage.
Try to get that to Peterson on the outside, but again, a little bit of a struggle with the set. Alternatively, here come the Eagles, well defended, getting in front of that one, Jones. Denhalter dumps that inside. Nice job by Bryce, but nobody was there to help her pick it up.
Yeah, but once again, the thing that I thought might happen if Thatcher started blocking and playing super well, Snowflake's starting to tip a lot. And they need to start swinging away. They have the hitters to do that. They need to start swinging.
West serving, trailing 3-2. Go to the right side as that one was blocked out of bounds off of Peterson. There with the big swing is again Maddie Gallant.
Yeah, that was a great swing, great back set there, and full swing. And took advantage of a full swing, and the blockers were a little late.
Allie Johnson comes in to replace her. She's going to serve. The Lobos trailing 4-2 and awaiting. one, gathered by Peterson. Come back to the right side as Denhalter. Firm tip, gathered there by Johnson. Contacted at the net. Here come the Lobos. Back again to Denhalter on the right. And again, I don't know if that was going to get over the net.
No, once again, I think about a foot down from getting over the net. The timing's just not there. They're playing tentative. They're playing not confident right now. And once again, Thatcher's just taking control early.
5-2, Johnson serves. Peterson with the dig. Stradling. Nothing doing there. Oh, wait a minute.
In the net by Thatcher. And I actually think Stradling hit that with her left hand, and she's a right-hander. So I don't know if the set was a little off, but Snowflake gets the point, 5-3.
Once heard Ann Myers Drysdale, who of course married Don Drysdale, say that her late husband would frequently say, "Don't think your way out of a good play."
Yep.
Kind of got the sense that the Lobos are doing some of that right now.
I think so too. And then really good servers are making those errors by serving it out, just like Taya did there. She's probably their best server, and that was just a mental mistake.
6-3, Thatcher leading and serving. Go, there's Lewis. That's what Snowflake needs a little bit more of. Just trust the stuff.
Yeah, that was a great quicker set by Schneider out to Claire, and she was able to hammer that down.
6-4, the Lobos trailing. Send Peterson back to serve. Right now, a little conversation between Schneider and her teammates at the net as Peterson's approach coming right at Jocelyn Lunt. Set this one up. It was had by Welker. Well defended out back. Here comes Kupfer. And trying to get that past the diving Mackenzie Lunt, able to do so.
Yeah, and Snowflake is kind of, Bryn especially, has kind of found that back left corner open for her lately. She's gotten 2 kills there in her recent 2 sets.
6-5, Lobos still trail. This one clean set, an opportunity, and Nelson there with the huge strike.
Yeah, once again, a perfect pass by Lunt and was able to get a perfect quick set, and Snowflake was late getting up and just a hammer down.
Bryce comes in to replace Nelson. Also going to run Gallett back out there in place of Bryce, the libero. Here's Schneider. Try to set this one up on the right side for Claire. That might have been going out. Snowflake just picked up a break.
Yep, might have been going out. And Thatcher gave one back to Snowflake there.
7-6, the Lobos. Would have suspected if the team needed to pick up some of those freebies, it would have been Thatcher here, but the Eagles been in control, playing very cleanly as this one pulled off the net by Claire. Nice job here to set it up to just extend the point. Johnson now sets it up for Gallett. She's blocked at the net. Snowflake having a hard time now on the exchange and couldn't again get it inside that. No, you say she tossed it.
Wow, of all the scramble plays I've seen, I didn't think that one would be called. There was one in the first set where Thatcher kind of had an open hand up and didn't get called, so I didn't think that one would get called, but it was, so point Thatcher.
8-6. After the Lobos led 3-0, it's pretty much been Thatcher in the lead. As the Eagles are right now serving with Hughes. Come back to the right side, Claire. And it was just a little bit too much heat trying to dive underneath that one. Tessa Bryce. It's a sophomore in Josie Claire that looks like she's trying to take on some leadership mantle and to show the rest of her upperclassmen teammates that we just got to get back to rocking and swinging, right?
Yeah, she's trying, and hopefully her teammates just follow suit and just swing. They're so talented and athletic. They just need to swing.
Tough finishes that was had nicely there by Lainey Larson. Now there's some West.
And that's the first straight down kill we've seen from Ranell. Even in Seton game, she didn't have any straight down, and so that's good to see there. And this is a little more like we thought we would see instead of Thatcher running away, but we'll see. Still a lot of game left.
8-8. Thatcher won the first set, 25-19. Led this one throughout, but now the Lobos have their first advantage since it was 3-2.
Yeah, now it's the same thing, right? You've seen all the energy from Thatcher, and now Snowflake's made a run. How does Thatcher respond? And we'll see how they do here.
That serve goes a little bit long. I was about to comment, though, you've got the Lobos battling all the way back, and their fans are still so cool.
I know. I wish they would have a little more energy, to be honest with you. I think the kids play off that, but we'll see.
All right, tied up at 9. Jocelyn Lunt dumps that one in front of a diving Kupfer. I tell you what, she's listed at 6 feet, just a sophomore. It shows a really deep bag.
She is a very solid player.
Yeah. Here she comes after giving her team back the lead. Snowflake able to receive. Here comes Kupfer from the right. Nice diving effort there to save from Hughes. Now Mackenzie Lunt. Better defense from Snowflake. Kupfer tips that one in.
Yeah, she has not tried to hit one hard, though, in about 5 sets. So it'll be interesting to see if she can gain that confidence back and try to hammer one. But Jocelyn Lunt, I saw her earlier in the year, and I said she's a good player. And now she's becoming a great player. She's definitely gotten better.
Oh, that time the reception a little too firm. Sent it over with an attempt there from Hughes. Here comes West, and there's some more of that downward strike that she's demonstrated on her last kill. Gives the Lobos another 1-point lead. This one 11-10.
Yeah, well, that previous serve, Jocelyn passed back. I think that was going to go out again by Snowflake. They really need to work on getting their serves in play.
Well, I think they're kind of caught off guard here and pressing. That one kisses off the top of the net. Amory Lewis with the ace.
That helps, I guess. When it left her hand, I didn't think it was clear in the net, but it definitely did. Barely.
12-10 Lewis still serving. That one gathered by Bryce. Set it up for Gallant, and a little miscommunication on the set. So now the Eagles starting to make a few of those unforced errors. That looked like it was a really clean reception.
Yeah, a little clean reception. The setter bent down, and usually on quicks they measure that by how far above their head, so maybe that messed with her a little bit.
Uh-oh, and there's another one. 14-10, and Thatcher's got to take a timeout. The Eagles have a 1-0 lead, but the Lobos were trailing through much of the second, have taken a 14-10 advantage. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
Especially Bryn. I think she's jumping over most of them, but Lunt maybe.
Yeah, so 14-10. Lobos have taken a lead. Right now the Eagles, coming out of a timeout, are going to go back to the bench and bring in Taylor Henry. She's going to give, this might be Jocelyn Lunt's first break.
Yeah, they're giving her a little break. She had a couple misplays on the back row. Just let her recoup, relax on the bench, and then go hammer it down in the front row.
Oh, and they go right after Henry to the Lobos. 15-10.
And that one might have been out that side, but it was close enough that she took a stab at it.
Amory Lewis has had the hot hand here. It involves one ace. That one fielded cleanly by Bryce. Coming outside now, but there's a huge block from Denhalter. Let's see if that gets her going.
Yeah, a huge block. That's her second one of the game, but it's out. And if she turns that hand in, then it's in, but a point Thatcher on that.
Mackenzie Lunt responded very casually. As their West is able to punch that in at the back line.
I'll tell you what, if West gets going like she has been the last few points, she could carry this team by herself. She's that good.
15-11. West, the senior middle hitter, back in serving. That'll bring Stradling out to occupy the middle. Oh, another unforced error.
Yeah, once again a missed serve, which Snowflake had 6, I believe, in that first game against Seton. And they've had quite a few in these first 2 games against Thatcher. They really need to clean that up.
Hughes and Larson check out for the Eagles. Johnson's back out there and serving. Well, coming back out is Lily Welker. Denhalter from the right side. There's some nice smoke.
Yeah, and that was in system. Good pass, good set, and first real hard hit by Denhalter so far, and that was really good to see for Snowflake on their side. Thatcher just needs a pass here. They need a good pass to be in system.
Schneider trying to prevent. Nice job there by Bryce, and they're able to get that one up and over with a little tip from Nelson.
Yeah, nice in system there. Middle decided to tip instead and got a nice point there. So great job by them.
Very short break for Jocelyn Lunt. Is that a half a rotation?
Yeah, you expect that for your best player probably.
Here's Peterson. Couldn't get that one over the defense. And there's another big swing from Nelson. Go right back up with the tip. Is that in the net?
Yeah, in the net.
Oh boy. 17-14. The Eagles trail. Got Mackenzie Lunt coming back to serve. Having already taken the first set. Is there? Well, little miscommunication. Here comes Thatcher. Jocelyn Lunt. Might be showing some signs of fatigue.
Yeah, she approached that quick, a little inside, and the set was a little further outside, so she had to adjust, and it just didn't work well. But yeah, she's been getting a lot of the work.
Yeah. 18-14, Peterson serving for the Lobos. And that one angling away and toward the first row, 19-14, one of the rare mistakes that you see from Bryce.
Well, if you've noticed that Thatcher's struggling a little bit and the bench isn't as energetic. They need to get that energy back to get back in this game.
That one had cleanly by Lunt. Nice stop there by Schneider. Come back with Kupfer, tips that one over. Come back now, actually, it's going to be Welker, and that's well overstrung. 20-14, the Lobos lead. Trying to even it up after Thatcher took the first set 25-19. Peterson. Good set here from Johnson. I spoke too soon, but it works out.
Yeah, out of system there, and then I think Snowflake thought it was going to be so easy that they just went flat-footed and stood up and then got beat by that. You got to stay active the whole time in volleyball.
20-15, Eagles trail. Here is Tessa Bryce. Set this one up, and it's blocked out of bounds. Big hit there from Stradling.
Yeah, nice hard swing by Stradling. Came off really nice. The block was there, but it deflected out of bounds, so point Lobos.
West back out there for Stradling. Serving here, Lyman. That one dove under, and a free ball for Kupfer. He's able to push that one on Johnson.
And normally you see Kupfer take a full swing at that, but that was the right play. There was no one up close to the net, so just tip that down.
22-15, the Lobos now in front, trying to even it up at a set apiece at Show Ford's presentation of high school volleyball. iTalk 1067 or iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Yeah. 22-15. Thatcher takes a timeout here as the Lobos are a few points away from knotting it up at a set apiece. Much more somber bench here for the Thatcher Eagles. And the Lobos, much like their fans, even when things were not going their way in the first set, generally cool. Out one, received kind of backwards, so now just settling to get it over the net. Kupfer there. But they set it up for West. Great block and out of bounds though for the Snowflake. Gets its 23rd point, and it looked as if the Eagles had done enough to at least extend the play or maybe even score a kill. It's just too much thunder there coming from West. So 23-15, and again having a hard time on the reception. Johnson sends it over. Kupfer's calling for it. Instead, they're going to come to Claire, but that time the block does go down.
Yeah, once again, I don't think that was getting over the net, but the block was there. And so the thing that Thatcher's had a hard time with, they're out of system. Their passes aren't getting to the setter, and so they're struggling that to get their quicks and everything happening there. So if they can clean that up, then it's a game.
Peterson's there, and Snyder with the set. West. Oh, wait, she's in the net.
So it was a great hit, but she slammed the rim after she dunked it. You know what I mean? So.
Oh. Everything's a basketball analogy. That's why it's the perfect game. Snyder now setting it up for Claire. She tips that one. And the Eagles there, watch it fall.
And first game, none of those fell for Thatcher. And so I'm seeing some hanging of heads over there. They need to keep their heads up. They already won set one. This is nothing if they lose set two. It's even up. It starts all over again, best of three.
Haley Jones. Oh. It's really snowballing right now for Thatcher as it's 25-17. The Lobos come back and take the second one, come from behind to take the second one. And now the attention shifts to the Eagles. Can they respond? It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Snowflake's able to respond with a 25-17 win in the second set, and you can get an appreciation for how big the third one is. The student body here representing Thatcher is really rising to the occasion here. You talked about how the Eagles were riding so high after that first set. Can't necessarily say they're low, but you can feel the urgency here in the stands, especially as it's being articulated by their classmates.
Yeah, absolutely. This is pivotal set 3, right? Go up 2-1 here, then the other team has to beat you 2 games in a row to win out. So this is a huge game 3, and we'll see if, I know the fans in the stands are excited for Thatcher, but are the girls going to be able to keep their composure? Because they did. They didn't towards the end of that game, and hopefully they go back to what they played in the first game, and we have a super competitive game here.
When you look at how Thatcher was able to get so many of the hustle plays, the loose balls, the rally plays in the first set not going their way in the second, can you attribute that to anything? Or is that, I mean, we talked an awful lot, and well-deservedly, about Jocelyn Lunt, who's been playing a great game for Thatcher, but I hope this comes out the way I hope it's supposed to be. I assure everybody who's listening, this is with the best of intentions. You kind of got 4 Jocelyn Lunts over there wearing blue.
Yeah, I think with Thatcher playing 4 sets against Sholo hurts as well, playing one more set and some tougher sets, and we're able to scramble, and so much energy went into that win with all the hoopla before the game on that, and hopefully their energy can stay up, and hopefully they just don't ride a low.
It would not be a state tournament without hoopla. All right, looks like the rotations are set. As hopping in, Lucy Lyman, waiting for her opportunity as Tyler Bryce. She's coming out. Brindley Skousen, interestingly, we called her name so often against Sholo, haven't done so yet. I think that right now Mackenzie and Jocelyn Lunt are looking for somebody to ride shotgun with them. And I think really I'm going to keep an eye on Tyler Bryce, because if she's able to get things started early in the point, that'll get the Thatcher crowd back on their feet.
Yeah, once again, early in this set, I would really like to see Bryn Kupfer just hammer one. Even if it's blocked, even if something else happens, just let loose on one.
Back to serve, Shaylee Hughes. That's another one. Hughes and Bryce, I think, might prove to be the biggest difference makers for Thatcher. Here's Kupfer. Sends this one up a little bit delicately. Yeah, West is there twice, but twice also the Eagles. Back line there, had by Peterson. Back outside, Kupfer tips that one into the net. I think that would have been her cleanest approach to do exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, she's super tentative for some reason, where everything's a tip right now, but Thatcher's taking advantage. They were flying around. They were able to get 2 balls up there just like set 1.
2-0. As that's long. So I also kind of don't like it when people approach things like this, but you hear it, especially when you got like a lower seed coming up against the 3-seeded Lobos, that the team from the lower seeds is playing as if they don't have anything to lose. But I think you can recognize Snowflake pressing a little bit more.
For sure. Yeah, I think Snowflake expects themselves to do that. I think there's an expectation at Snowflake, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And they're playing a little tight.
Oh, double hit. Gallant doesn't like the call. Camden and I earlier were having a hard time divining a lot of these. And now an explanation is going to be offered. Well, no, I think that they've asked that this be conferred upon. Right now it's showing 2-2, but it depends upon how this ruling is. It looks like the call stands. 2-2.
Yeah, so they were complaining to the up official there, and the down official is the one that actually made the call. So he was just saying he made the call. So.
Okay. All right. Here come the Eagles after the serve, and that one sent too long there, Maddie Gallant.
Yeah, that was actually a good set. She just got her elbow under it a little bit and flew it, but good set, good in-system set, and way to hit hard there by Thatcher. Just flew a little long.
Lobos score 3 straight, now lead 3-2. Uh-oh, that one there. Again on the reception, I think that was Mackenzie Lunt.
Yeah, once again, out of system. Once they get a bad pass, they struggle getting back into it and not running it, because they do so well with their quick stuff that if they can't run their quick stuff, they seem to struggle a little bit.
4-2, and that one running up on Bryce. just highlighted her in large part because of the mistakes that she doesn't make, but had a hard time receiving the serve.
Well, one thing about Bryce is she'll probably get served this next one and make a perfect pass. She's a great player.
They will not try her. Instead, that's Lunt. Eventually setting up Lunt, and just a little too long.
And I just watched Jocelyn Lunt. The body language on her is a little bit like maybe she's down energy-wise. So we'll see if they can pick it up a little bit.
That one dug up, and Lunt with an opportunity, but it's into the net. 7 straight here from the Lobos.
Yeah, I see the Thatcher coach. She asked her other coaches, should we get a timeout already? And they said no, so let them go for a minute. But another one like that, they'll probably have a timeout.
And there was all sorts of helter-skelter, but they're able to get it over the net. Here comes Kupfer. Nice dig there from Bryce. Set it up this time for West as she puts it in.
That big kill there, and that was one of the harder hits that Bryn Kupfer tried to hit, and it resulted in a great pass right back over in an easy, quick middle set and put down by Ranell.
8 straight for Snowflake. Bryce up, and again having a hard time with the serve.
Yeah, now you're going to get the timeout here.
9-2, Thatcher trailing the Lobos in command here in the third set after dropping the first one. 25-17 winners in the second, and a commanding lead in the early goings in the third. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Yep. That's me. I'm like
9-2. The Lobo faithful are now starting to match Thatcher's energy as their team has scored 9 straight. Take this 7-point lead in the third set. It's 1 apiece. Oh, and a little bit of miscommunication there. Trying to set this one up again for West. She's making a pretty tough conversation about whether or not she's the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, get your windshield replaced by the experts. It's not just that she's really piling up the kills, it's that she's getting them when her team really needs them.
Yeah, she's lifted the team when they've absolutely needed it.
Oh, out of rotation here is Thatcher. And so soon after a timeout as well. It's one of those things that makes your coach insane.
Yep, and it wasn't anything big. She just moved in front of another player just before the serve actually happened.
That's a point for Snowflake, 11-2. The Lobos have scored 11 straight. Here comes Denhalter. Fielded there by Hughes. Come back over. The nice dive from Denhalter. Can Kupfer get it over? She cannot. That snaps 11 straight points scored by Snowflake. What kind of run now can Thatcher go on?
Exactly, and they got Jocelyn Lunt serving, and she, like you've said before, she does it all. So this is where they can make a run.
Interesting to see where she attacks as it's coming after Lyman. The way that one was received, I would be surprised if she's going anywhere else.
Yep, I would go right back. So Lyman just stops her feet a little too soon and just shanks it off the right side of her arm. She just needs to keep moving her feet.
Oh, that was going to be out. Lyman going to instead set up a nice clean set for Denhalter.
So I'm really wondering if there's some tired legs on Thatcher because they're not getting the blocks, they're not getting hands on kills anymore, and I just wonder if there's some tired legs there, and they need to just, I don't know how you get rid of that.
That's I think we're a product of being one of the smallest 3A schools. You look at Snowflake's rotations, they're going a legit 10 deep, and it's just not the case over there with the Eagles. There's Mackenzie Lunt, but they're also, how do you combat that? There's West with another kill. But I mean, Thatcher doesn't play more than 8.
No, I don't think so. I've only seen one come off the bench actually. So, and the 8th was Jocelyn's little rest that she got.
Have to just settle for getting this one over. Here's a good reception and set it up for West. She's got another. I think that's her 4th kill here in the 3rd set.
Yeah, and from here it looked right on the line. I know Thatcher wanted it out, but I missed the replay. I forget I have this TV screen right in front of me. So,
welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Here's serving for the Snowflake is Lewis. Nice reception, but again just got underneath it there with Gallant.
So in the first set, you didn't see Thatcher really complaining about anything. Now they're wanting touches, they're wanting things. They just need to play their game, get back to playing Thatcher Eagle volleyball.
Oh. It's again snowballing.
Yeah, it is snowballing quick.
3rd set kind of continuing the way that the 2nd one went.
Well, and Snowflake has only gone through 2 rotations so far. They haven't even gone through a full one yet, so
finish that point here in just a moment. Oh, that one goes over the net, but there the Lobos are able to get the defense. Here comes West. That one sent back by Gallant. Again, to illustrate your point, we haven't seen West serve. Stradling hasn't come out in the 3rd set yet.
Yep.
But it also is a further illustration of just the length of the depth the Lobos can throw at Thatcher.
Yeah.
16-5. That one kisses off the top of the net. Okay, there's 2 points really quickly for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's what they need. Get some of those bounces that they need. To get back in a 10-point deficit in volleyball, you need some bounces to go your way.
Still the 3rd set, so they have time, regardless of the outcome here. Just don't want to paint themselves in that kind of corner. The Lobos, alternatively, are really hoping to take command. As here's set this one out outside and able to block that one straight down. That's Peterson. Stradling out, West serving.
Yeah, big block on that hit, straight down, right on the line. I did look at the replay that time, so.
We're here for you. West serve. Nice recovery here, and blocked at the net was Brinley Skousen. Peterson again with the big swing with the left.
Yeah, some real frustration on Thatcher's side, and they just need to figure out how to calm down because they're good enough to play with Snowflake. They showed it in set 1. They just need to calm down, find their game. But Snowflake's just playing really well.
18-6, West continuing to serve. Skousen tips that one over. Hustling underneath that one, Jones. Now the Lobos just try to get it over, but into the net. That was Lewis. Back out comes Lyman. West takes a seat.
Yeah, nice hit there by Thatcher, and great point there to get the serve back.
So, to the point you were making a few points ago, I think now Snowflake has finally gone all the way through its rotation, and it is 18 points up. But as that pass was a little errant, the Lobos don't want, as that one's blocked out of bounds, so they make that point about how they were piling up points in the early going, but now it's incumbent upon Snowflake.
Has not gone through all the way yet.
Oh, it hasn't.
So Ryah Denhalter was front left to start this game, and now she's right side. So she has not even gone in for back row yet.
That one's blocked out of bounds. A good swing from Denhalter.
She will now.
Schneider and Claire. Here come the Lobos. Now 19-8, and again having a hard time with the serve. Signs of frustration there from Allie Johnson. Thatcher's going to take a timeout, now trailing 20-8 here in the 3rd set. Show Low Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Want to go fishing? Head to Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. They have fishing supplies, outdoor fishing attire, and fishing gear. plus all kinds of bait including live worms, flies, and lures. The staff are experienced anglers, and they can advise you on what you need, where to go, and what type of bait the fish are biting on. Plus, pick up your fishing, camping, and boat permits. When you think fishing, think Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. Located on Highway 260, 1 mile before the casino.
I think so. I hope they can find some.
20-8, Snowflake with the lead. Third set. First was taken by Thatcher, 25-19. 25-17, Snowflake wins the second, but that one was started by a hot couple of points there from Thatcher. Lobos had to recover, come from behind, won that one going away in a sense, but now have been in command throughout the third. Schneider's serve, gathered there by Bryce, tried to come to the near side, but Lunt just sends it over. Snowflake almost misplays it, but sets up Peterson, and now 4 points away from a commanding 2-1 lead.
Yeah, great scramble there and great placement by Peterson on that one. And those are the type of balls that Thatcher was getting in set one and then just not able to track those down right now.
Schneider back. This time, clean set here for Lunt, but can't get that past Stradling.
Yeah, another big block, and that it's kind of alternated. So Thatcher had that in the first set where they were getting hands on everything, and now Snowflake seems to be doing that in the last two sets.
22-8, but Schneider's serve can't clear the net.
Yeah, another missed serve for her, which is very uncharacteristic, and so we'll see if Thatcher can take advantage of that.
22-9, the Eagles got to make it happen fast. Claire sends it over. Cleanly received there by Thatcher, but they're on the attack. Skousen sends it out late, but
under the net.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was Alyssa Peterson was under the net.
Okay.
She kind of tripped and so then caught herself under the net, but so a point for Thatcher there.
22-10. Send this one outside for Claire, and it's blocked out of bounds.
Once again, swinging hard, making things happen, and right off the block and down. So nice job by Taya Schneider with the set and Josie Claire with the kill.
23-10, Peterson serving with the lead. Snowflake came from behind to win the second, now trying to take the third. Here's a set to Lunt. Nice recovery there, but the effort out of bounds off of Welker.
And another good block by Claire. I think Stradling was right there too. Just a great job. Game point, set point.
Peterson serve. Oh, going to be returned over the net. The Lobos going to play this one through. And a nice there dig coming from Johnson. But that one off of Peterson's shoulder. Claire hopping over the bench.
Yeah, nice hustle there. Nice kill. The dig started with number 2, I believe.
Yeah, Johnson.
On that, Allie Johnson, and that was a great dig there and set that up for Thatcher.
Here's Tessa Bryce trying to score in bunches. The Lobos, remember, scored 11 straight. Is that one from Kupfer? Deflected at the net, got to Johnson. Here's Lunt in front of 2 diving Lobos. Claire keeps it up. This one coming toward the net and falls in front of Gallup. 25-11, the Lobos take the third. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk106.7.com.
Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving you a chance to win premium tickets to the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas. Win 2 tickets, a stay at the MGM Grand, and $1,000 cash. Every customer gets an entry. Insured customers get 2 dinners at Los Corrales and 2 movie tickets. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, and you could be headed to the National Finals Rodeo.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you. Woohoo!
We have our Name Your Price event going on through the end of the year on used cars. No reasonable offer will be refused. So over here we have a 2024 Z71 Custom Trail Boss. It's got 17,000 miles on it, and we have it priced just under $47,000. This 2025 Subaru Ascent Touring trim level priced just under $45,000. And get this, under 7,000 miles. So come on down to Horn Auto Center for the Name Your Price year-end sales event.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
The kid ended up going to Notre Dame, and the mother came to Florida State.
Action. Pulled that too soon. 2-1. Snowflake leading here. It's been a long day. Don't know if you were tuning in when Sholo was holding on to knock off River Valley. We were both involved in that one. That was a great game. It's got the Lobos going to play host to Eastmark. And Coach Mike Rogan has assured us he's going to behave. Also got the Round Valley Elk. Who are they taking on?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, we'll have to look that up. And St. John's also in action. So busy Friday. As that one hangs on the net and comes back, and here's some of that energy from the Eagles.
So Round Valley will be playing Chrisman.
Oh, right.
So
Round Valley. Oh, well, this isn't a football show. 1-0. Thatcher leading. He's now after the serve, coming to the near side, but Love puts it up short.
yeah, a couple of miscues on both teams to start this game. So 1-1 going in there, and then St. John's has a really tough game coming Friday night. They play host to Arizona Lutheran. So it's a 4 versus 5. So that'll be a tough matchup.
They're serving long. 2-1, Thatcher leading, trying to send us to a 5th set. Thatcher won the first, 25-19. Snowflake came back, 25-17, 25-11.
Yeah, and you see a little more energy from Thatcher to start this fourth set, so we'll see if they can carry that through.
Snowflake has only lost one other set since being swept by Valley Christian. Little miscommunication here for the Lobos as Peterson tries to make something happen, but that one looked like it was out of sorts from the beginning.
Well, in set 2 and 3, you didn't see the miscues from Snowflake, and you've started seeing them in this set, so maybe tails have turned a little bit, but we'll see. It's only 3-1.
And from Snowflake's perspective, I would not want to play a fired-up Thatcher team in a winner-take-all set. As there's Denhalter sending this one over, but waiting for it was Welker. Now Lund. Again, the Lobos a little bit out of sorts. And had over by Lewis. As there's a big swing from Gallett. Lewis able to get that one back, but the Lobos just settling to extend the point. Come back on the far side there.
Yeah, I don't think Snowflake has been in set one time in rhythm, and Thatcher's leading the way again. They've started every set out really well so far.
4-1, Thatcher leading. Set this one up in the middle with West. It's tipped right back at her. Tipped back by Peterson and hit the deck. Are they saying that Gallett was in the net?
Yep.
West going back to serve, brings Stradling out. 4-2, the Lobos trail. They won the last 2 sets after dropping the first.
So this is a little different. West didn't serve until there was 15 points in the last game.
Yeah.
So
there's Welker trying to touch it over. Set this one up on the right side for Denhalter. She's blocked by Jocelyn Lunt.
Yeah, great job there by the outside blockers on Ryah and Thatcher with their early 5-2 lead. Three-point lead so far.
Got a little impression here that Thatcher's coach has probably just told the girls, hey, look, let's get the win. You can be tired tomorrow. Don't want to think all offseason about how allowed fatigue to get in the way. They really came out here bouncing all over the place. As that one's blocked all over the back line. That was Peterson.
Yep, Peterson and Stradling, so team up for that. So great job by them getting some of those points. So 5-3.
Snyder's going to go back and serve. Denhalter and Jones are removed. This one well received. Going outside with Lunt. Oh, and then the Lobos miscommunicate.
And I do think they missed a point on the scoreboard.
6-3.
6-3.
Yeah.
But
nobody from Snowflake.
Oh, there
we go. Jocelyn Lunt back to do some serving as she has this one going toward Peterson. Looked like again there was a communication issue between Peterson and Lyman.
Yeah, they seem to be jumping, not communicating again. And once again, Thatcher's spans are up, providing some energy.
7-3, Lunt has that one long. That time the communication was there.
Yep, and you can't have that if you're Lunt. They've already miscommunicated on a couple. Keep that in play, make them earn that point.
7-4, Peterson serving for the Lobos who are trailing. This one going right after Lunt. Set it up for Hughes and Mackenzie Lunt. Snyder to the right side and Claire blocked out of bounds.
So another hard swing and blocked right out of bounds. So keep the hard swings coming up and good things happen, it seems like.
7-5, Snowflake still trails. Peterson continues to serve. Here comes Hughes going straight away. Gallett got back up there from Peterson. It's Kupfer. Nearly was able to find some space. Instead, back over with Peterson. This time, Stradling is out.
Yeah, really good set. No even blocker was up, and just a miss hit there by Stradling.
Gallett's replaced by Skousen. Brindley Skousen, again, had a huge match against Sholo. We've not called her name much as here comes Claire, but here she is with the block and can't keep that one inside the antenna.
Yeah, that's a great block there by Thatcher. So they're kind of on a roll right now.
It should be 9-5, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
It's getting late for all of us. 9-5, Thatcher serving with the lead. Outside, Kupfer. Oh, and a little mishap there with Jocelyn Lunt. She's done so much here throughout these two games, and I think that was what you were talking about earlier, just took her eye off it.
Yeah, and they got two officials back here keeping score, one on paper, one on, so I think they're fixing it right now. Should be
9-6 still showing. There it is, 9-6. This time Lund able to get that one. Hughes coming to Skousen. She's trying to make her presence felt while trying to extend this one into a fifth set. Eagles have the early advantage, 10-6. Welker and Johnson come out to replace Hughes. And Lainey Larson.
Feels like those take a little longer every time. Substitutions. Thatcher's like, let's keep this going. We got momentum.
Peterson sends this one to Lyman, and now Kupfer kicks it over. Nice diving effort from Bryce. Mackenzie Lunt denied by Schneider. Kupfer on the approach. Deflected at the net right in front of a diving Eagle. (10-7), Snowflake still trails. Thatcher's season depends upon winning this set.
And they're playing like it right now.
Oh, Lunt having a hard time with that one. The other Lunt can't dive underneath it. Just a little late getting all the way around that one. I think that she's trying to avoid having her reception go over the net. But not really squared up at all.
Yeah, she's trying to brace a little late.
Here's Mackenzie Lunt. It's too long. Thatcher insisting that was tipped.
And I will tell you from the replay, 100% I believe it was tipped, but they missed it.
10-9. Oh, got some hot fans now. Is there? Welker tries to finesse it over. Set it up for West as it's blocked by Skousen. Come back over with Lunt as that's blocked out of bounds. (11-9).
Yeah, the energy level's going up because Thatcher knows they got to win this set. And so their energy level is everywhere in the fans and everything.
Here's Kupfer from the right side, puts that in.
Yeah, that deep corner seems to be her favorite spot so far.
Interestingly, she seems much more apt to really just try to drive it home from the right side rather than outside.
Yeah, she's a little more free swinging over there. So
yeah, might expect that more from somebody like Peterson or Denhalter, the lefties, but here trying to answer as that is going to have one of the Eagles in the net.
No, it didn't clear the net, so they said it didn't clear, so it would have been 4. Which it was close, but
11-11, the Lobos have now fought it tied. Lunt able to get that one back up, Skousen right to left. Here set it up for Peterson, blocked back, nice job there by Lyman to get underneath. Peterson with another opportunity, that one had by Mackenzie Lunt. Tried to tip this one over, but not with West on the launch.
Yeah, great block, just great awareness by West, not knowing if that was going to come over because they still had one more hit that they could do on Thatcher's side, but great job there.
12-11, Snowflake leading. Here serving is Amory Lewis. Is that one a free ball for West? Again, making these big plays right when her team really needs somebody to make a big difference.
Yeah, West she doesn't get a ton of sets because she likes the quick ones in the middle, so they have to be perfect sets, but man, when the ball comes her way, she makes a difference on it.
Lewis now with a 2-point edge. Snowflake trying to end this thing in 4. Oh, but that's into the net.
That's her second one this set that she has missed. So need to clean that up a little bit because she's a very good server for them.
Into serve for Thatcher, Tessa Bryce. Sitting down, Hughes and Nelson. That one well stung. Going outside with Peterson. Nice diving effort from Nelson. Now get this one over, but there's blocked by West. Blocked by West. Over to Lunt as she sends this one, but it's saved by Lyman.
Man, a great rally here so far.
Oh, just tipped over and into, I don't know what that signal is.
So the setter's back row and they try to pump it back and it goes over, so she can't attack it over the net there.
13-12. Nope, 14-12.
Yeah, it should be 14-12. They're a little late again on the score.
From the Eagles trying now to make a comeback after leading through so much of the third. Peterson blocked, but can't get that one back out of the net. Now the score should be 15-12. See, I feel a little bit more comfortable making these observations when I'm sitting next to a referee. So if you didn't have a striped shirt in the closet, I try to be a little bit more behaved.
Well, it's funny. My uncle's here watching my daughter, and he's an AIA volleyball official.
Oh boy. Does he have his pencil out?
Nope. Just here cheering, but he does have the Liberty Xavier game, which will be a big game on Monday night playoffs. So he's excited about that. But
16-12. No.
Nope. 15-13 now.
There we go.
I think. There we go.
15-13. Thatcher trails. Hughes back to serve. Time starting to run short, but it's just a 2-point game. Now make it one. She's able to dump that in front of a diving Peterson.
Yeah, nice short serve there, and then Stradling was a little further back, and so they didn't know who was taking it. They moved Stradling up to the net here.
Another one from Hughes going after Peterson. Set it up on the right side for Denhalter. It's long and it's tied.
Tie game. I think this one's coming down.
Snowflake going to use a timeout. 15-all. 2-1 set lead for the Lobos, but Thatcher's not making it easy. It's Charlotte Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Well, we got grueling chance, but I think the Thatcher faithful are winning this one out. Snowflake uses the timeout after a couple of points scored off of serves from Shaylee Hughes. She's got another one coming up as this one's angled toward Lyman. Nice pass, sets up Peterson, and try to fire that one over, calling for the double hit. Thatcher's frustrated, but this crew has been very looking at those through an awful lot of scrutiny.
Yeah, and very consistent on their calls, too. Every time that has happened either side, they've been calling that. So pretty consistent, which is all you can ask for. Not just
this game. I mean, it's been all day long. 16-15, Snowflake leading, but there's a big hit from Gallick.
Yeah, big hit. Nice set outside, and she cut that really hard. And nice angle there.
Tessa Bryce stepping out, back to serve Jocelyn Lunt. Tyler Bryce, the senior libero, back in. Here comes Lunt going after Lyman. As that's a nice play there from Schneider, catching everybody unawares.
Yeah, that was a great little dump there by Schneider. She does that super well. Nice timing too. It hasn't happened in the 4 sets we've played yet, so nice timing.
Taylor Henry back out to give Lunt a break. Peterson serve. going at Bryce. Coming to the outside, and Mackenzie Lunt had that one deflected, but Peterson gets under it. Now back outside for Kupfer. Nice block there, but it's going to hang up for Peterson. To the right, and Claire. Nice job there by Henry to save it. And it's blocked downward. That's Kupfer and Stradling.
Yeah, Thatcher hit her off the net, and really good block set up there by Kupfer and Stradling. 2-point cushion now.
Time's getting short. Thatcher's fans still hot. 18-16 with Peterson serving. There's Bryce. Sends it to Hughes and Gallant. Back over to Kupfer. Nice diving stop there from Henley as this one's put right between two diving Lobos.
Well, that's one of those things that it's a free ball, but not really. It's bumped over really short, and I think Taya there needs to come up and field that instead of go to her setting position early.
Free ball in the sense that they were just trying to get it over, but it looked like she was really able to use the forearms to get some difficult topspin that had that thing tumbling a little bit faster than Snowflake was looking for. Lyman now able to get this one set up for Kupfer. This one's deflected. I can't get underneath that one. Back out to a 2-point edge for the Lobos.
Yeah, she was trying to find that ball and wasn't able to save that, but nice tip, push, whatever you call that play by Kupfer.
19-17 for Lyman serve. Coming to the near side and Skousen. Schneider dives underneath. Kupfer's chance as she puts that one in front of a diving Lunt.
Yeah, another tip over, and you can always tell if they get that pancake quite under because the girls come up a little more excited, but yeah, it's just short, but nice tip there.
2011, this one served at Bryce. Skousen catches that one off the top of the net. Peterson there with the save. Lyman puts it over. Here's Hughes setting up Skousen. Again, can't get that one going downward. Here comes Claire from the right. Too long.
Yeah, she got a little under that one. Nice rally there by Thatcher. They really needed that being down 3 points, so cut it into 2 with a serve coming.
Back out is Allie Johnson. She replaces Gallant. I thought a second player come out as well. They still have Jocelyn Lunt down as that one served a little bit too strongly. Set it up here for Mackenzie Lunt. There's a nice diving play from Schneider. Set it up over on the far side for Kupfer, but she couldn't get underneath it. 20-19. The Lobos still have the lead, but back comes Thatcher.
And it's going to come down to who makes the least amount of errors in the last 5 points of this game.
Allie Johnson serves. Oh. I don't know how they got that over.
Neither.
Here's Skousen blocked. Back to the outside. That never got over the net.
No clear. Yeah, so Snowflake really avoided one there. They were kind of scrambling, and Thatcher just wasn't able to get the kill.
That started with the reception carrying off the hoop and rafters. Is there a 2-point edge for the Lobos? Oh, now Welker. Think that she was distracted by Johnson, who was trying to run underneath her to get the set. Forces Thatcher to call a timeout. Now just 3 points separating Snowflake from a semifinal matchup with Northwest Christian. It's Show Low Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 1067 and iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
22-19. It's got the ball bouncing a little bit more in Snowflake's direction. That's evident in these last 2 points where it looked as if they were not going to be able to pull it out of the net. That's the basketball hoops net. And now a nice diving effort from Bryce. Can they get it over? Yes, sir. Set it up here, going away from West to Kupfer. There's that swing that you've been looking for from the outside.
Yeah, 23 points in the fourth set. That's the first time we've seen it, but as you can see, it's powerful and nice job there. Nice, beautiful set on the net there by Haley Jones and straight kill by Kupfer.
I think this is the largest lead either team has had in the fourth set. 23-19 as they are trying to send this one outside. Lunt can't dump it in. Here comes Kupfer again from the outside. That
didn't clear. Oh, she hit the antenna.
Oh. Looked like she also collided with the net.
Yeah.
After the most extended break that she's had today, Jocelyn Lunt coming back out. Taylor Henry steps aside. 23-20. Thatcher trails. So nice reception to set up West. Gonna get that one from Mackenzie Lunt. Jocelyn Lunt now touches this one to Pepper as he gets that one over again, trying a little too much finesse. Here's Mackenzie Lunt. Both sides really trying to operate with these lobs and tips, and that one had by West, but it's successful as that Skousen initially had the block, but couldn't either get it back out of the net or clear out of the way.
Yeah, she was bummer she was in the way. She put up a great effort there too and just couldn't get out of the way for a teammate to get in.
Match point, Lewis serves. Set it up here for Lunt. Put it over with Skousen, tips it, but there's the Lobos with the recovery. Here comes Peterson. She's got it down.
Yeah, just a great game. I mean, Thatcher fought back after getting just kind of worked in set 3. They really came out and played that set 4 and made it a game.
Snowflake advances to take on Northwest Christian, but you can't say enough about what Thatcher did today. Upset Sholo after dropping the first set, and then put a huge scare into Snowflake. I mean, they get 1 in 4, so Snowflake eventually wins 3 straight, but that felt a lot closer than it was.
Yeah, it felt a lot closer than it might have been, but Thatcher put a great effort, and, you know, to their credit, they played above and beyond, and those girls are tired, you can tell, and they put all their effort out on the court, which is all you can ask as a coach. And maybe that helps Snowflake when they move on, because they're not going to beat Northwest Christian in 3, so it's going to be a long match, if anything.
So I'm going to phrase a question to you a little bit uniquely. Which of Ranell West's kills were the Comfort Fit Dentures kill of the game? Because it had to be one of hers. She was always so opportunistic.
Yeah, I'm going to say it was the overpass in set 3 when it was a pivotal game 3, and she hammered it down just past, and that was kind of amplified that 11-0 run in that third set.
Horn Auto Center, block of the game. Horn Auto Center, the Chevy, Cadillac, and GMC store that saves you more. We just highlighted West. It seems like she was also coming up with many of the big blocks, but Denhalter, I think, had a couple where we were talking about it at the time as if this was the sort of thing that she could use to get herself going on the attack. It never really materialized for her, though, but she did make a couple of huge plays at the net on the defensive side.
Yeah, she did really good. She was getting her hands on a lot. A few of them were going out at times, but then she corrected it and got a pretty big, massive kill.
Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. We were highlighting her an awful lot for what she was not doing, but in that third or fourth set, Bryn Kupfer came to the right side, and you've been asking for her to do this outside, just leveled the boom going to that far corner from the right side. I think that was the closest we came to shattering glass.
Yeah, absolutely. And she propelled that, and then she went to the outside and had a massive one then. So great job by Bryn correcting that and gaining some confidence and really showed up in that fourth set.
So that's the Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass. 1-888-GLASSMAN. This was a tough one because there was so many great efforts. I talked an awful lot about Jocelyn Lunt through the first 2 sets. that kind of looked like she might have run out of gas. You had a couple of players stand out on Snowflake's side. That includes Alyssa Peterson, who it looked like they were trying to pick on her on the back line a little bit, but she was able to get an awful lot of stuff back up. And but Josie Claire, another one you can kind of highlight there, is that she kind of provided a steadying influence despite being a lower classman. But did anybody make a bigger impact than Ranell West?
No, I don't think so, especially for the opportunities that she got. She made big plays every opportunity she got, which was huge for the Lobos tonight.
So she is the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint. Get your windshield replaced by the experts, as we thank you and all of our sponsors for spending some of your weekend with us, especially Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overgarden, Sholo, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store, Northland Pioneer College, Horn Auto Center, Summit Regional Medical Center, Comfort Fit Dentures, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Allegra Sholo, and Sholo Ford for all helping us put this out. Thanks, Joe Clare, for stepping in here and providing some excellent commentary. Also, Camden Smith, Mel West, and our camera operators, Jeff and Corbin. Great work all day long, all the live long day. Huh?
Yep.
We've got to have you back out here.
Yeah, anytime.
We're going to hold you to it.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll be back next week with some Snowflake Lobo football. Until then, be happy and safe.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school volleyball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Horn Auto Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region, go to iTalk1067.com.